episode 3. This episode we are going to be fitting the engine. So it's going to be making some mounts, placing the engine, welding it all up, and it's pretty straightforward stuff, to be fair. I've got a few questions to answer, like how do I get drive out of the engine, what gearbox am I using, bits and bobs like that. So why don't you come have a look. Right, so I'm going to start making some bits and bobs. Well, I've already started making bits and bobs. I've made these steel, I don't know what you call them, blanks I guess. And what these are going to do, it'll be an M8 bolt, and then you can bolt these to the engine casing, and then I can weld tubes off of these to go up to the engine mounts on the car. I'm going to use the original mounts that I made for the Blade engine, because there's no real need to remake them. But there's a few, like this. You've got this swing arm bolt here. I thought actually that's a nice strong point to mount to, but it's an M20 bolt. It's huge, huge bolt. I didn't really want to use that bolt, so in the end I cut the end off, tapped it out to an M8. So I'm going to wind that in, thread lock it in, and then it'll convert it to an M8. There's a few. This engine's got some weird thread pitches on it. It's got like M8. M20 by 1.5 and then M10 by 1.25 and M10 by 1.5, and it's all over the place. There's probably some Whitworth in there as well, just for a bit of good luck. But yeah, it's been a bit of a pain trying to get the right bolts for this. But anyway, here we go. I'll start mounting it all up. So I'm going to start by winding this in and thread locking it in. It'd help if I did that, wouldn't it? I'm not going to put too much on because I guarantee I'll probably need to get it out at some point. Where's the best? Yeah, that way. This is good, isn't it? Bloody start. Now just cut myself. No, still hasn't got it. Fuck me. Alright, slice my thumb open. I don't know why that won't. I want it to go in the other way, but for some reason it won't. Let's try again. Covered in fucking shit now. I wasn't going to swear on this channel, but I do swear a lot. And this isn't for kids, so if you hear me swear, sorry about that. If you don't care, good. If you do care, sorry. Right. That's that. Right, so that's that. Now I'll try and get that out. Oh yeah, of course I can't get a 13 in, that'd be too easy. No, fuck's sake. There we go. That took a lot longer. Oh. I mean, I don't think this stuff is edible, but Fucking hell, it tastes nice. I've got it all over my fingers. What's in that? That tastes well nice. Right, so that's one. It's taken about 10 minutes. So just for his, that's going to go on there. Another one of these aren't the right bolts, obviously. Oh yeah, this thread's a bit picky up here as well. Might clean up. Yeah, that's alright, okay. It's just got shit in it. So 2 mounts off there. And then one more down here. One more in there. And that'll be that side done. And it's on the other end. Right. So now it's time to get the engine in a hole. I'm going to block it up on some wood, and then I can start measuring up the length of tubes and stuff like that, and yeah, just sort of make it up as we go along really. See how it goes. I've got to hold this, because if I don't hold her, she'll cry and bark because I'm not paying any attention to her. So sorry. So one of the questions I get asked a lot is, what gearbox am I using, or transmission? Is it chain drive? And what axle are you using? Most bike engines have a gearbox built into them. It's normally a sequential gearbox, which is quite nice because a sequential gearbox in a car is normally quite expensive, so you get the luxury of that. But it's actually quite easy just to bolt a prop shaft to an engine or to a bike engine and put drive down a prop shaft, and I'll show you. So in order to get drive out of a bike engine, you need to make a flange which slots onto the output shaft of the gearbox. Normally this is where the sprocket would go that runs the chain. So you have to make one of them, pop it on here like so, bolt it in, hey presto, and then simply bolt a prop shaft to it. It really is as simple as that. The only drawback to it is there's no reverse on a bike, so you have to get out and push, or take a mate if you make him do it. And that's about it. This is plastic at the moment, but I will make one in metal as soon as I get round to it. But it's as simple as that. One other job I wanted to do before I got the engine in the car was figure out the exhaust manifolds, because the ports on the head are a bit of a funny shape. They're not just a round hole like you'd expect. So I got on CAD and I drew up these, just printed these in plastic, so that fits the head, and then it converts it down to a round tube so you can weld to it. Tried it, fitted well, and then our good friends in China printed me a 316 stainless steel version, which is really nice and solid, and as you can see it's weldable. I've just tried welding a bit to it, and yeah. Now it's on to making the engine mounts and the framework that holds all the engine into the car. So I have some bushings mounted in some fresh new tubes, and what I'll do is I'll just insert them into the frame of the car like so, and then put a bolt in the right way round, unlike this. That's it, well done. And let's just wait for Dave to catch up. And there we go. And then from there I can then measure from them to the blanks that I'd made on the lathe earlier, and then cut some tubes, fish mouth them, tack them all together using the car as a jig really, and then take them all off and then get them on the bench and TIG weld them together. So unfortunately I forgot to video myself doing this bit, mocking up all the tubes and tacking them in I got a few photos for Instagram, so I'm afraid that's about as good as I can do. So we'll just cut now, straight to me tigging it all up. Now I'm going to just pick the engine up just a couple of mil with the engine crane, even though it's bolted into the car, just to take the weight off the engine mounts and just so it raises up just a little bit off the timber that it's sitting on top of. And once that's done, I can then drop the engine and it's fully suspended in the car on its new mounts, which is quite a milestone. So there we go, engine is in the car sitting on its new mounts. Pretty straightforward, but it looks amazing. So much better than the Blade engine. Should perform better too, fingers crossed. Now onto all the wiring, which will be the next episode in about 3 weeks maybe. So like and subscribe, check back soon and follow me on this journey.